Morning, colleagues. Chair Bowman, Vice Chair Pham, members of the committee. For the record, Mark Owens, House District 60. I'm here to ask for your support for Senate Current Resolution 204. And as Rep. Boyce said, it is a breeding ground for legislators. In fact, something most people don't know is the class of 2017 county commissioners. There's been 4 legislators that came from that class. Rep. Boyce, myself, the bookends, number 1 and number 60 on the House side, Senator Nash, and former Representative Willie Morgan. What does AOC mean? What does AOC do? And why do we support AOC? AOC means they bring together every county commissioner across the state, all 35, hopefully 36 soon. They also bring together the county clerks, the planning directors, the roadmasters. And why do they do that? They do that so all counties have a voice in this building and also on federal legislation and in rulemaking. I represented a county of 7,300 folks. And what I found representing that county is I could get into any door on the state level or the federal level. But what I soon learned was kind of disheartening. When I left that door, they went on to the next conversation and soon forgot me because I only had 7,400 votes. On a federal level, that's not very many. On a state level, that's not very many. So AOC gives a forum to bring those folks together, to have a unified voice to try to move forward the benefit of all counties. And it's actually a fascinating system. I think it's even more fascinating than this system. I was fortunate enough to be a chair of a policy committee involved with the legislative committee at AOC. And the greatest thing I can remember, even after I was no longer a county commissioner, sometimes I didn't know if they were Republicans or Democrats. Sometimes I didn't even know what county they were representing. But we were all in that same room trying to build good policy for the whole state, even though we only represented one county. I think there's lessons for us to learn in this building on how they act in a very bipartisan manner and come with a unified voice. But not only just with the county commissioners, they do that with, like I said, county clerks, roadmasters, and everything else. AOC's been in existence for 120 years. We hope them to be in existence for another 240 years. So they'll come back with another resolution. Plain and simply, please help us in celebrating AOC as they bring folks from every corner of Oregon together with a unified voice and try to help counties. Thank you.